This is the third of the Love Fall Art event videos at the Meri.Atelier. Filling an applicator with screen printing ink and stenciling on leather, I ended up with a new fall art journal. Heads up, I will be giving away another set of FineLine applicators in my last Love Fall Art video. The more of my Love Fall Art videos you view and comment on, the more chances you will have to win the FineLine applicator set. So be sure to check back daily, view, comment, and subscribe. For my next project, I want to put this really beautiful solar gold jacquard screen printing ink in my FineLine. This is a standard 18 gauge FineLine Paint Applicator. I used it for something else. I think I used it for metallics because I have some blue here on the outside. But that's okay. I washed it out and it's clean. It's just got some stain on it. It seems like the best method to do this is to use the little spoon. Can you see what I'm doing? Every time I put a scoop of this in there, it kind of globs in the neck of my bottle like that. But if I bounce that bottle up and down on the table surface, that will push that ink down inside of the bottle. Some airbrush medium. I'm just going to put some airbrush medium in here, several drops of it, because that is a fairly thick ink. And use my paintbrush to stir that around with. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. You always want to wash out your nozzle between uses just to keep it clean. But since I know I'm going to use this right away on my next project, I'm just going to keep it right here. So that is one way that I fill the FineLiner bottle with a thick screen printing ink or any thicker ink. This seems to work well. And then I thin it down with some airbrush medium. I do not always thin down with airbrush medium, but this is so thick that you do need to do that in order to get a nice flow out of your nozzle. So I'm going to set this aside and get started on my next project. So what I'm going to do, you saw where I filled this 18 gauge FineLine Paint Applicator with some jacquard professional quality screen printing ink. I just love this color. It is a beautiful, they call it solar gold. I just love that color. I did put some airbrush medium in here to thin it out so it'll be easier to flow through the nozzle. I also have some speedball screen printing ink, and in blue and some in red. I may use these as accent colors, I'm not sure yet. I got them out. I have a piece of leather. Cost me $9 at my local craft store. And I have a die cuts with a view 12 by 12 inch stencil. I just love this. This is the Flourishes one. But what I want to do is put this on here on each side. let's try it on a piece of paper first before I get too involved with that, because that may not work. Always do a test, Mary. Shall we do it on this paper? Because this is a $9 piece of leather. Don't want to mess that up. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. But I like what happened here. I don't know how much of it you can see. But yes, I think this will look it leaked out a little up here. And I think that's because I had a lot of airbrush medium at the top of the bottle. And as I worked the paint through it, it got thicker, and it's doing exactly what I want it to do. Are we brave enough to do that on here? If I mess it up, I mess it up. My stencil on my black leather is done. Oh, I just love it. I really do like what's happening here. I am thinking journal cover. If you fold it in half like this, maybe 2 signatures in here, and I'm going to do this same design on the back. It'll be a soft journal. On this, I went ahead and did some watercolor in the background. I really do like what's happening here. I will say that I think that the gold screen printing ink that I'm using in here absorbed a little bit more into the fabric than it did into the paper, which would make sense. And this really feels like it's been embossed. I can think that I'm going to be in a Christmas tag swap, and I think I'm going to use this technique, maybe not this stencil, but I'll use my gold, and perhaps I can find a Christmas type stencil and do the same type of thing on a Christmas tag. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Think, instead of pink, think red and gold. So I'm very happy with this. I'm going to do the other side. am going to put more of a red background in here. I think I'm going to do that with my watercolor crayons. These are Staedtler watercolor crayons. These are the finished pieces. This was just a piece of paper that I was experimenting with the Jacquard's Solar Gold screen printing ink through a stencil. I really do like this. I like this a lot. It's not quite red enough for me, but it's still red and gold. So this feels like it's almost has been embossed. So I will be doing more of this through my FineLiner with screen printing ink for sure. Now this is the journal. I did not intend when I started this project to make a journal. I just wanted to experiment to see how the screen printing ink would work in the FineLiner and how it would work on leather. It dried very nice. It feels like it's embossed. It does not quite have the same texture as it does on paper. I think the leather absorbs a little of it, which I would think that it would be normal that it would. This is the back of it, of the journal. It's not quite, my journal is not quite finished. I kind of put it together really fast today, and my paper comes right out to the edge and it's kind of peeking over. I was thinking about putting some of this gold screen printing ink on the edge, but no, I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. I put a very loose elastic, on it. I don't want my elastic really tight because it will pull at this fabric. This is a soft bound journal. And as you open it like this. Now, it's probably not really dry yet because I just put it together about an hour ago, to tell you the truth. I did the binding of the pages this afternoon, and I outlined around the pages, and I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. This is watercolor paper. This is Strathmore's 140-pound watercolor paper. Very, very happy with it. This is a ribbon that I actually got on a name tag from an archiver's scrapbook meetup. And I was looking for a ribbon, and this is kind of a velvet ribbon. And I'm going, well, I'm going to repurpose that ribbon for this journal. So I did. It's not perfect, and as I get better at doing these, I'll get more perfect at them. But for an impromptu journal, I'm really happy with it. To tell you the truth, a perfect journal is one that's used, and I certainly intend to use it. I have 32 pages in here, and that is enough to do one page. October has 31 days in October, and I could do one page a day in October. I don't know if I will, but it would be my 2015 fall art journal if I did. Now, I'm still working with putting the elastic on here. I have just one eyelet that I put up in the top corner. and I'm still working with getting that attached here. But for demonstration purposes, it's good. Now I will say, the more I stared at this stencil, the more I saw a pumpkin face, a very elegant pumpkin. Look, here are the two eyes here. Here's a nose and some eyebrows and maybe a jewel with a crown coming around here, and a choker. This would be the mouth, and kind of like here's the neck. So this definitely has a fall theme. I'm not going to put any more colors on this or anything. I'm happy with just these colors. So I am happy with how both of these turned out. Very, very happy with these. I will certainly be using my fine liner a lot more, and I will be putting more of this Jacquard screen printing ink or the Speedball. I use Speedball screen printing ink too. So that is day 3 of the Love Fall Art event at the Meri.Atelier. I'm going to do one more video tomorrow. I will tell you, there's a giveaway coming up tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a quick project tomorrow and maybe a quick review of the projects that I did in each one of the videos and give you the rules for the giveaway. So I will see you on the next page.